can't stop the sun from shining whenever you're around.
Hello and welcome everybody. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thank you for joining me for the lovely Libra and December horoscope. Now there's a few big things happening this month. Most of us have got a minor grand trine involving Mars, Venus and Neptune. There's also Venus going retrograde, and this will be in your 4th house of home and family. We also have a solar eclipse, and that will be in your 3rd house. And also Jupiter is changing houses and sign. It goes into Pisces at the end of the month. So there's lots of changes happening in the heavens. You know, sometimes we think that things are going to slow down and get back to normal for the next year, but no. But it's more positive in 2022 for certain. And I did have some psychic flashes about come through about the time we will feel quite busy, so it's going to be quite necessary for many of us to sort of step out and have some R&R on a regular basis. Alrighty, how I operate, I like to draw 2 tarot cards as theme cards for the month for you. We'll have a look at your horoscope in depth, and then I'll do a psychic channeling at the end. Whatever comes out of my mouth, I've got no idea, but some people would say that's true when I'm not even channeling. Alright, let's go to the board now and have a look what these cards have to say. Okay, this is your horoscope we'll come to in a moment, but let's just check this out first. Okay, so the first half of the month, a whole bunch fell out, but I don't read them if it's a whole bunch. I'll read them if it's like 1 or 2. Okay, so first half of the month for lovely Libra. Okay, we'll go with that one on top there. Closing my eyes now. What do I see? Just sensation of hospitals. So maybe it's a time of healing, or perhaps you might be visiting someone in hospital. Or you're healing yourself. Actually, I feel that's the most likely sort of scenario, that you're healing yourself at the beginning of the month. Well, this fits with that, because here we have the 7 of Swords, traditionally called the Thief in the Night card, which means that somebody's been thieving from you. That could be your time, your energy, or trying to get money out of you in some way. Okay, so I am a Libra myself. I know exactly what this card is about, and I can relate to it straight away. The good news is, though, that you're moving away from that situation. Okay, see, she's got these bright yellow legs, and this is like the solar plexus, the goal-oriented behavior, the desire to achieve and get on with stuff. And that's what you're doing. You're moving away from a situation involving somebody who is not in alignment with you, basically. Their energy is a lower vibration or a darker force, perhaps, whichever way you want to put it, whatever terminology you want to use. There's a whole bunch of swords here, and these are the thoughts and the mental realms of that's, you know, working out your plan about how you're going to move away. There's 2 swords here into the ground. It's got real physical consequences. There's a huge bird just flown past me as I'm saying this, out the window here, and that says to me that it's best to adopt the big picture approach, to not get dragged down into the mud, to step up and be in the sky of mind and in connection with spirit. Okay, so whenever you see an animal, like in the physical, you know that animal's got a message for you. Okay, this also means the opening of the chakras or travel. I would love to travel, but that's not the case at the moment for me. But some of you could be traveling, or spiritually opening up your chakras, releasing what you need to, you know, no longer carry the burdens of the past so that you can move forward. I like this card. Okay, traditionally not seen in such a positive light. It's, you know, more about what happened, this happened, or perhaps the victim mentality of, yeah, you've been a victim or something like that. I think that's more the traditional sort of meaning. This one pops out, the second half of the month, the Hermit. Maybe you need some time to recover from what's happened. This could even be memories coming back from the past of, you know, it could be something that happened 10 years ago even, or in your childhood perhaps. That's okay. It's a fine card. It's a major arcana, so it's fairly important, and you need time alone. And I said that at the beginning, that especially in 2022, it's like so much energy in the ether now. There's so many changes and things to process. There's another bird. Not sure what it was. It was very fast. It could have been a kookaburra or some sort of kite, which they're sort of both predators. But we do love our kookaburras here in Australia. But again, it's the scenario of look at the big picture, don't get dragged down in the mud, have plenty of time out for yourself so you can process what you need to, and you'll be shining a light for other people. There's a wolf here, so this is the teacher energy. You're teaching other people, or other people are teaching you. Maybe you're learning or studying at the moment as well. Okay, the Hermit. All right, there's your cards. Now we're going to have a look at I'll just make this a bit bigger. We're going to have a look at your horoscope in depth. I'll just move that up there so that you can see what's going on, and bear these two cards in mind, okay? All right, so we've got the minor grand trine here with Mars and Scorpio in your second house affecting your money. A great lot of energy for pushing ahead, especially if you're in business. Or somehow improving your money supply. There's emotions around it, you know. It's like a compelling feeling or a drive in you to succeed. Then we've got Venus here in Capricorn in your fourth house of home and family, because could be some beautiful times with your family, some get-togethers, and especially coming up to Christmas as well. And in Capricorn, sturdy, reliable. It's like gives a sense of security at home. Venus also loves beautiful things in the home. You could be redecorating your home or renovating your home or something like that. And that's why you need to be cautious here with your money. But Mars will give you the energy to go ahead and get the best deals. And with Venus here, it's important to note that it goes retrograde on the 19th. So you'll probably get a lot more done before the 19th, and then there could be some possible delay or a slowdown. Maybe it's because it's Christmas coming up. Perhaps you're waiting for things in the mail and they don't come, or something like that. So Venus in Capricorn retrograde on the 19th. And then we have a solar eclipse here in your third house as well. Oh, I'll come to that in a moment, sorry. We've got to do the other leg, which is Neptune in Pisces in the sixth house of what you do on a daily basis, your habits, your routines. This brings a spiritual cast or overtone to your normal everyday activity. This could involve work or your health or your well-being. Maybe you're thinking of going away for a retreat, which of course is where this card would come in. That you need some time on your own. So it's amazing how the cards work in with what's going on. So that's a beautiful energy. These three planets working together for your benefit. Then we have Venus in the fourth house, which I just mentioned. Okay, so it's important to structure your plans around the fact that things could slow down regarding your landscaping, your redecorating or renovations after the 19th. I didn't write the date down. It's normally retrograde for, I think it's about 4 weeks, some amount of time like that. So it will be, more difficult to, get some beautification done. This is also your money, your love life, love in the family or in the home, okay, with your partner. And it's not a negative thing. It just means that you have to deal with the situation in a new way. It's not like surging ahead the way it was. We've got Venus RX causing you to surge, not surge, Venus RX causing you to rethink what you were doing. Then we have a solar eclipse in your third house, bringing new beginnings to your communications. Maybe there's some sort of communications with distant family members, perhaps. It's also about promotion and marketing and study. There could be a lot of new energy coming in. And up here in the ninth house opposite, we've got the North Node and MC at the same time. So there could be, this thing about studying could be ongoing for some considerable time. So new beginnings around that, and the energy is amplified. And then we have Jupiter in going into your sixth house. I think it's the 27th, and then we have it going into Pisces the very next day on the 28th. A lot of expanse around your normal everyday habits, work, health. You could be feeling more vital. It's also quite a lucky sort of planet, and so could bring you good luck as far as work is concerned. Okay. All right, now to look at these other influences, 29th of November to the 3rd of December, Venus sextiles Neptune, beautiful, makes you receptive to beauty. You want to be surrounded by harmony, beauty and kindness. You want to be kind and gentle towards other people, and so too they will be kind and gentle to you. 30th to the 3rd, Mars conjuncts Mars, gives you the desire for a fresh start, to be independent. You've got a lot more energy, and you feel your physical energy and willpower very intensely. So it's a good idea to channel your abundant energy into decisive action or work. Do watch for accidents, irritability and anger though, because other people don't have the same amount of energy as you do at the moment. So my chickens are just having chook wars out there. So there's 6 chickens and 6 roosts, but they all want to lay their eggs in the one roost at the same time. So we have chook wars here. Not to worry. Then we have 2nd of December to the 5th of December, Mars sextiling Mars. Sextiling Venus, that should be. This gives you lots of flirtatious fun, lots of affection, feeling warm, expressive and lively, and especially towards the opposite sex. Friendships are strengthened now, and you're likely to have additional creativity and desire to make something beautiful. 3rd of December, solar eclipse in Sagittarius in the 3rd house here. Your communication and interaction is likely to be coloured with emotional considerations, and that's okay. We often have that. There's nothing unusual about that. You might remember things from the past coming back, and it's time to deal with those past memories, okay? So remember this card, the Thief in the Night, something that was done in the past that hurt you, and you're moving away from that situation. Then we have 8th to the 15th of the month, Venus conjuncting Pluto. Your emotions are being stirred up, and they're deep emotions, and again it might be something that's been in the background and you haven't thought about it for a long time. And there's a very strong feeling of wanting to be loved and accepted and approved of, and you feel that quite keenly. It's a good time now to reveal your deepest feelings to those people that you care about. Do choose wisely, however, don't wear your heart too much on your sleeve, as you can do sometimes. And it's a great time if you can talk to someone you can trust. If you don't know anyone you feel you can talk to, or you've talked to your friends and they're sick of it, give us a call at Absolute Soul Secrets. You can have a psychic reading. Even if it's just for the point of venting and getting your emotions out, you'll feel so much better. Then we have 12th to the 24th of January 2022, Mars into your 3rd house here. Gives you a lot more energy in your communications. Watch that you're not overly forceful or impatient. with other people, because there could be some arguments there. It's better to attack an intellectual problem or task rather than your neighbours and friends. 12th to the 15th, Mars sextiles the ascendant. You can be very clear and succinct with other people so that they understand you and they get the point straight away because of the way that you communicate. You're also likely to appear more confident, and other people are inclined to follow your lead. 13th to the 2nd of January 2022, Mercury moves into your 4th house here, and this brings nostalgia and, remembering things that happened a long time ago. So you can see the combination of energies here. There does seem to be quite a theme of past events coming back. Okay, you might even hear news of someone you used to know with this as well. It is a great time to communicate with family members, and of course Christmas coming up, you might do that anyway. You could be more inclined to speak about very personal and private matters, and it's probably worthwhile to record in some way, record your thoughts and feelings. 18th of December sees a full moon in Gemini in the 9th house. Oh, I didn't write it in. Okay, just imagine a full moon there. And with this, you might feel like going on a mini vacation or a getaway from your usual life. That's fine. You put things more into perspective and think about where your life is going and what you want to do. And this might be where this card comes in. You go away for a break on your own, perhaps, or just to get away, and you get to, really reflect on what's going on. 9th of December to the 29th of December, Saturn sextiles Mercury. This is fabulous if you're working or dealing with authority figures, because your mental objectivity and concentration are very good now. You're likely to be more organised than usual, very structured, matter of fact, and you just get on with what you have to do. You can reach agreement with other people, especially regarding rules, regulations and proper procedures. And if you have to attend any work meetings, they're likely to go really well and you can make some concrete decisions. If there's been any ambiguous or unclear communications with other people, you can sort it out now. You will set the record straight and reach a mutually clear and beneficial understanding. It's a good time for receiving advice and assistance from consultants or experts, or you may play that role for somebody else where someone comes to you for advice. 14th to the 26th, Jupiter trines Moon. Your mood is likely to be easygoing, agreeable and tolerant, and maybe you don't feel like, at this date, you don't feel like doing a lot of stuff. You might have a bit of relaxation going on, lounging around at home, go to the beach, walk in the forest, something like that. And yes, again, remember this card here that came up. It's not particularly an eventful time, and that's because you need time alone and to unwind. 21st to the 20th of January 2022, Sun moves into your 4th house at home and family, bringing a spark of light and insight into your home or with your family. You can build trust in your family now, and when you do that, that'll help strengthen the foundation within yourself. If you are more of a contemplative type nature, it's an excellent time to meditate and reflect. Your home is very important to you now, and it's a good time to give it extra attention. 24th to the 27th, Mars trines Chiron. You're likely to be very much in tune with your inner energy. There's healing going on here, and there could be some new activity that you find that where you can express your individuality and also your creativity. It's a healthy channel for you, so that's beneficial. 25th to the 28th, Merry Christmas to those of you who celebrate Christmas. Mars sextiles Saturn gives you self-discipline, the ability to persevere. It gives you determination to get the job done. Okay, you've got ability and stamina so that you can concentrate, you work carefully, and you accomplish real practical things. 24th to the 30th, Venus conjuncts Pluto, and your deep emotions are stirred up. You become a bit more intense. Do watch for these, sort of feelings where maybe there's some insecurity or some hidden resentment may come up. And also be cautious here, because there could be a powerful attraction to someone who fascinates you. It's a great time to reveal your deepest feelings to someone you love or someone you trust. And again, be careful who that is. 27th of December to the 30th, Mars conjuncts Mercury. It's not the best time for tact or diplomacy, because messages might get a bit muddled up here. Mars is very straightforward and forceful sometimes. So just sort of tone your language down, or the strength of your language down a bit, because other people don't have the same amount of energy that you do at the moment. 24th to the 3rd, Jupiter trines your MC. This is fabulous and lucky in your career or general life directions. Obstacles and impediments to work can disappear, or if you had to make an important decision but you couldn't make it before, you're likely to make it now. There's likely to be happiness and harmony around you, and you're likely to be doing or looking at doing meaningful work that makes your heart sing. You may feel comfortable during this time period, but maybe you're so comfortable you don't take full advantage of the opportunities. So with Libra, that's the thing. Sometimes we like to enjoy what we've achieved, and then we sit back and then we get into comfortable mode. And then something happens, and then we have to get, sort of going again. So make sure you're not too comfortable, because this is a really beneficial influence and you can get stuff done under this. 27th to the 11th of May 2022, Jupiter moves into your 6th house here, bringing very positive developments at work or in your everyday life, your habits, your routine. And also your health and well-being, okay? So your health could really get an extra boost of energy now. If you've got some sort of illness or ongoing complaint, you might find it's not as bad as it normally is, okay? And you could be quite enthusiastic about a new health plan or fitness program, which will, improve your life so much over the long term. Now, it's very positive overall, but we do have this one thing that's been dogging us all year and will continue into 2022, and that's Saturn squaring Uranus. And this is just for 2 weeks, or just over 2 weeks, 21st of December to the 9th of January 2022. Here's another hit where you encounter frustrations. It throws a wet blanket on your enthusiasm. You feel blocked or hemmed in, and your creativity, your plans, there's some sort of opposition there. Maybe conservative people or authorities sort of try to pull you back down to earth or something. Look, don't give up. It's important no matter what happens now, and especially there's delays, Australia Post is really, really terrible at the moment. And I understand that UPS is pretty bad in the US as well, and they've actually stopped sending things to Australia. So yeah, it can be really frustrating. It's really important with Saturn that you remain structured and that you follow the law and that you do everything above board, because Saturn doesn't like even minor offences like speeding or perhaps talking on your phone, although it can be serious. But Saturn doesn't like it. So reckless and risky behaviour is not likely to work. Anyway, just don't give up. Keep your mind focused on the things that are important to you. This will pass and you'll be able to get going again. All right, so that's your horoscope. Pretty beneficial in many areas, lucky Libra. Now, I'm just going to close my eyes and see what I can see for you for the month of December 2021. Something about, okay, so normally I say the ties that bind, but today it's the chains that bind. So this is a real release and letting go of something that has kept you restricted. So the chains that bind are just falling away. They fall away naturally. It's not like you have to do anything. It just happens. What do you call that thing? It's metal, and it's sort of like a hook, and you use it to pull off walls, and it's like a metal hook. I just can't think what it's called, and it's like demolition of a house. So I do feel strong renovations around you. If you're not actually renovating your home, and I've been renovating mine, I've done all the major stuff now, but this could also be your body, renovating your physical body. And you're still demolishing things. So, if you want to release some weight, that's possible now. And you might find that this month you can, drop a few pounds or kilos. And maybe this Christmas you don't go all out with food. Maybe you sort of lose some of the attraction or some of the energy you had around food before. It could be that there's other things you would rather buy people than just food, because you're in the state of destruction of something or breaking something down so that you can rebuild it, okay? In regard to, they're showing me the Pisces glyph now, in regard to your feelings, your emotions, your physical feelings, your emotions, and also your spirituality. You're undoing something so that you can rebuild it bigger and better from the ground up. And this is inside you. They're saying very loudly, more energy. And then there's a lot of green here I can see for growth. Now, some of you may get headaches on the left side because what's happening is stuff is actually coming out of the crown chakra, out of your brain, and so it can cause a strange sensation on the left side of the face, the temporal lobe here, the left side, and up into the crown chakra up here. So if you get that, don't be concerned or worried about it. Of course, if it goes on for a very long time, like past the month, well, obviously use some common sense and go to the doctor. But it's like old toxic stuff that was in your brain, in the back of your brain, not in your actual thoughts perhaps. Maybe it was just in the back of your brain from the past. It's being released. Also be careful with your right wrist. If you're doing anything physical, don't try to overdo it, because you could strain your wrist in some way. Wrists, hands are about doing physical things, okay? So if you are renovating, I know it's hard, especially if you're older. You think you're still 40 or something. I do. And then I go to do something, I can't do it. I think I can move furniture around like I used to. And, so do be careful on those things, those sorts of points. The wrist is just going... Something about your father, it is. Maybe you saw your father doing stuff. You want to, in some way, you want to be able to be like your father and to be able to achieve. And yes, you can achieve. Absolutely, you will achieve. Just be careful with the physical stuff. Okay. All right. So that's it, everyone. I hope this is useful for you. Thanks so much for joining me today. Have a wonderful month. And if you're new, subscribe and be alive and hit that notification bell right now. Okay. See you again soon. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website, absolutesoulsecrets.com, for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.